Okay, so for those of you who were wondering why there wasn't an upload yesterday, it's because, let's see here, last Friday night I got done with my shift at work around 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was so tired I literally came home, probably stayed up another hour, then went to bed around 3:30. Then I probably slept in until about 12:30, woke up, only to realize, oh crap, I have to be at work at 4 o'clock today. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try and see if I can crank out a battle as quickly as possible. And right about when I was about to sit down and do that kind of thing, my dad was like, hey, let's go grab some lunch. And I was just like, ooh, lunch or battle? Lunch or battle? Lunch or battle? Sorry, guys, I think we're going to go with lunch. So I was like, yeah. So I went out with my dad to grab a bite to eat. Grabbed a nice A1 peppercorn burger at Red Robin. Whew, that place is so good. But, so I pretty much got back probably around 3:30, and then I was like, oh crap, so I gotta get ready for my 4 o'clock shift. And yeah, so pretty much then I worked from 4 till about 1:30 a.m. yesterday, so I literally couldn't upload during that time frame because I was working. But don't worry, because that was my last night there. I'm pretty much done with that job, at least over where I am at the moment. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. But what's going on, guys? I got Sunday's battle going for you all, and it is a UU battle against this guy I found in the Smokin' server on PO by the name of Alpharayz. I'm just going to get the team preview up and going right about now. And, yeah, so pretty much this battle was taken right at the dawn of the last tier shifts back in April, so this is a relatively old battle. Pretty much, I just wanted to try out a Honchkrow and UU, see how it fares in comparison to some of the other big threats, and I pretty much just made a build to support around it. I think the team I've got going here, I believe it's Rapid Spinning Hitmontop, Standard Moxie Crow. I'm not sure if it's Morning Glory Arcanine or just Bandit Arcanine. I forget the Arcanine set off the top of my head. I'm probably going to have to go look that up. Okay, yeah, it is Bandit Arcanine. And then I also got a Standard Crocoon and Spike's Roserade and Nasty Plot Elf. So pretty much just standard material, nothing too out of the ordinary here. But looking at his team here, the main threats I'm looking at right now are probably going to be the Heracross and the Raikou. Just because the Heracross, it can pretty much put a massive dent in my team if I manage to lose Hitmontop. I mean, Suicune can kind of buffer up the hits, but it's a Heracross, it's got a high attack, it's gonna hurt like a truck no matter where you go from it. And then the Raikou is the biggest issue, I think, in this entire team that I'm fighting right here. And because the only thing I think that can potentially outspeed it is a Zelf. And if I manage to lose a Zelf, I'm potentially screwed. I do have priority users in the form of Honchkrow and Arcanine, but if, Raikou's at full health, and if I manage to lose one of my priority users, he's pretty much can just tear a hole through my team. That's pretty much it, though, for threats, though. It's your Weavile, not that big of a deal. Can counter that with Arcanine and Suicune. Swampert, easily taken care of with Roserade. Togekiss, kind of an issue, but not really. I think I can pretty much just take that thing down with Arcanine or Honchkrow, one of the two. And then Zoroark, I've never had an issue with in the past. I don't really see it to be that big of a deal. I mean, it could be annoying just trying to figure out which one's an illusion, which one's the actual, poke, But other than that, though, I'm not really seeing it to be that big of a threat, so yeah, I'm feeling it's going to be a pretty good match. But instead of talking about the teams and how I think I'm going to fare, I might as well show you, shouldn't I? So, time for the crossfade. And there's a lot of light lines from my blinds. Should probably pull the windows up. Alright then, he's going to lead off with the Swampert as I lead off with my Hitmontop here, expecting probably most likely some form of a Zoroark lead or something like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slap a Toxic on there, I guess, just to see what exactly he wants to do. I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin now, blow away Cellfrox. He's just going to face me out, but luckily straight into my Roserade, so I can just easily scare him out. Gives me a perfect opportunity to set up at least one layer of spikes right there as he brings in his Roserade on the expected switch. So what I'm going to try and do in here is try and set up one more layer of spikes, see how much damage he can do with the Nair Slash. It does a pretty fair chunk, so I'm thinking either A, he's just very offensive, or B, Togekiss just has a very natural high base special attack. So I see that it's doing about roughly half each time, so what I'm going to do now, switch out, bring him into my Suicune right here and there, just phase him out, because I don't really want to deal with this Togekiss at this point, and I kind of want to see what kind of set he's running. It turns out he does have Thunder Wave, which means that, okay, he is packing the para-flinching set, so gotta look out for that. But now he's gonna bring in his Heracross as a phase match. Likely though, he misses with his Mega Horn, and I'm able to just rest off right there, which is perfect-amundo. Now I'm gonna switch out here, bringing my Hitmontop on the expected Mega Horn, because at this point I'm assuming that he's most likely gonna be Choice Scarf. Because that's generally what you see on Heracrosses these days. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you'll see a Swords Dance set. I don't know. But I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge now, just to deal some damage to the Heracross, and he's going to bring his Togekiss, which, you know, at this point I don't really care. I was going to go for the Stone Edge anyway, so it would have been a super effective hit. But I do miss, but you know, that's fine, because it does make up for the Mega Horn. I'm just going to slap that thing with a Toxic now. This turn, as he T-Waves me, he's going to go for the Air Slash as I switch into my Suicune right now. And I think what I'm going to try and go for here is either Sleep Talk. Yeah, actually, that's probably definitely what I try and go for here is Sleep Talk. That way I can just try and phase him out, go and send him in something else, I guess. But now he brings in his Raikou, and I'm thinking to myself, oh no, this is no bueno. But thankfully, though, I do manage to land the Roar with the Sleep Talk right there, so that's perfectly good. I'm not going to complain whatsoever. But now he's just going to bring his Togekiss comes back in. I go for the Rest Talk again. Unfortunately, though, I do just go and rest right there, which does suck, as he is able to just slam with me with another Air Slash. But thankfully, though, because I know for that he's toxic, that thing will hopefully die some point in time. At least within the next 8 turns, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But in any case, now I wake up this turn. I believe I go for the rest now on this turn right here just to get myself back up to full as he tries to go for the Thunder Wave. He does fail though, and at this point I think he's starting to realize, okay, this really para-flinching nonsense with Togekiss really is not going to happen to Suicune right here. So what I'm going to do now is, I believe, switch out. No, I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk, try and go for a Roar right here. Oh, no, okay. I Sleep Talk as he switches into Raikou. I try, see, like, I don't know what's going on here. I bring in Roserade, though. I guess I'm predicting a Thunder. I'm getting really lost right now. Okay, hold on. Let me catch my breath. Alright then, he killed me my Roserade off with an HP Ice. That just easily allows me to bring in my Arcanine right here, try and kill that thing off with an Extreme Speed, but he just ends up bringing in his Togekiss. But you know, that's perfectly fine with me, because I am able to kill that thing off with an Extreme Speed as well. So I'm thinking to myself, awesome, Arcanine, you're putting in some good work here, buddy. But now he brings in his Heracross. I know for a fact he's probably going to go for the Close Combat / Stone Edge / Mega Horn, one of those 3 moves. But you know, that's perfectly fine, because I find Hitmontop to be probably one of the best Heracross counters in the entire game, in all honesty. But as he included, he's just going to switch out now. I'm going to go for, I believe, for a Stone Edge again, but unfortunately I do get the paralysis. But you know, I'm not going to complain too much, because he brings in Weavile, which is kind of weird, you know, because I don't know, for some reason I don't think Weavile is the best thing to bring into a Hitmontop. I think he probably should have, well, again, I don't know. Yeah, that was a really weird, why did he switch into his Weavile? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I know. Okay, he brought in his Weavile. That way, he needs something for Death Fodder. That way, he can bring his Heracross and finish him off with the Close Combat. But now, because I have my Arcanine here, I'm just going to try and scare that thing off with another Extreme Speed right there. And then, going to go for an Extreme Speed right there, get a critical hit on the Swampert, which does blow big time. And I'm just going to go for another Extreme Speed, kill that thing off, get another crit, but that one did not matter. But I am sorry for that first one right there, because that definitely didn't matter, which really sucks. But now he's going to bring this Raikou once again, but because I know for a fact that he's definitely not his own Raikou, because that thing lost a lot of damage. I know that for everything is definitely his Auroric, so I'm just going to bring in Suicune here just to see what kind of moveset he's packing. It turns out he's running a Nasty Plant set, just a generic one. But because I know for a fact that this thing is not Scarfed in any way, shape, or form, I can easily come in now with the Zelf, revenge kill that thing with the T-Bolt right there, thankfully enough. And now all he's got left is his Heracross and his, what's the last thing he's got? Heracross and, what's the last guy he has? I forget. Heracross and something else, I'll figure it out when the time comes. But because I got Amaterasu on my side, I pretty much just bring in her, go for an Extreme Speed on the Heracross, and then all I got left is his Raikou, so all I gotta do now is just finish that thing off with an Extreme Speed, and that's pretty much a good game at this point. So yeah, I went through that entire battle without even having using a Honchkrow, which was the main focus of this team. But in any case, it's a good game, Alpharayz. I enjoyed our match. Sorry about the critical hits right there with the Extreme Speeds with Arcanine, but hey, that's the battle, I guess. I'm not going to complain. I mean, I've had my fair share of being, you know, that with hacks, and I've posted my rages on YouTube. Yeah, I've gotten better about not complaining about hacks, though. At this point, I'm just like, whatever. Unless it's like obscene amount, then I get pissed. But in any case, guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed my content, you can always rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, this is pretty much it for Trials here saying peace out, show, and have a good one.